Renee with an A, and welcome back to Fatty McFatville Friday.
The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her.
And welcome back to my channel, to my weight loss journey, Fatty McFatville Fridays. So let's just get right into it today. Last Friday, I had a bit of trouble with the scale that I always weighed in on at a customer's house. If you're just viewing in and you're new here, I do maid service, and so my customers have really good scales to weigh in on, and I was a dum-dum and did not buy a scale to begin with. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have just bought my own scale, which I had one, but it was jalopy. It was a jalopy. It was a hoopty of a scale, and it did not work well at all. And now the one I've been weighing in on, either it needs new batteries or it's just old. I don't know. I'm probably the only one who was using it, because you know a lot of people get scales and they just sit in your bathroom and collect dust. So I'm not going to go to them and be like, hey, you need to maintenance your scale so I can use it, put some batteries in there. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. So I adulted, and be the big girl that I am, I went and bought myself a scale last Friday night. I went to Walmart, Old Wally World, and I got a really nice scale by Weight Watchers. I am not on Weight Watchers, but their scale is really nice. You can dial in everything according to you, each person or whatever, other people can weigh into, and it can be their own personal stuff. They can what am I trying to looking for the word to say? You can program it in there. So, of course, when I got it, what do I have to do? I could not wait. I weighed in on it. And I was like, Lord, please just let it say lower than what I'm at, even though that would not be true of the weight I have lost. I just didn't want it to say higher, but it did. Of course it did. That's okay. And of course it couldn't give me the benefit of the doubt of being under 300. No, it said 300. Right before I got on it, I told John, I was like, I just don't want to say 300 and something, because just seeing that, knowing though I have lost under that now, I'm over that hump, just seeing it on a scale would make me, I didn't want to have a setback. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is setbacks. But first, let's get to the scale. Let me finish this with the scale. So it did. It said 300 exactly. I said, fine, I see how it's going to play. That is totally fine. So I do not know what I lost last week. I have no clue if I lost anything or what it was. I don't know, because her scale just kept dialing. It never landed on a number. So I did get on this one. It said 300 last Friday on this scale now. So let me get on it and see what it says now. Let's do that. New scale. Right here by the air vent. Let's see what this one says. Okay, 296.5. All right, not that far off. So that's not as bad as I perceive it to be. So I am now at, according to my scale, 296.5. I'm okay with that. That is my 50 pounds. Boom, because I started at 346.6. So that is an ounce more than 50 pounds. But in reality, I have lost over that. So what I'm just going to have to do is press the reset button because of the scale situation. Just one little setback, and that is okay because it's really my own fault. I should have bought a scale to begin with, but I didn't. So here we are. Can't live in the past. So I'm just going to start it back at 296.5. Right here we are. My last weigh in on the other scale was 294 anyhow, but I have lost some weight since then. So there's going to be some pounds in there that I am not going to get to count, but that's okay. So I do know I have lost this week, but I'm not going to count them because it's just too confusing because of what the scale says. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just going to go from what this scale says because this is the one I'm going to weigh in on from here on out. It's a really nice scale. It's here at my house. And pardon the background, I am in my daughter's room. We got some visitors today. We got Mickey here, and we got an arrangement here of unicorns and horses. And Elsa's on the wall, I believe. Yeah, it's a quiet room in here, so I can come in here and be the alone. Is that like a old Beatles song? Be the alone, or sound like Viva Viva Las Vegas? What? Okay, help me, y'all. Stay on track, Renee. I'll get right off track. So anyway, to make a long story short, that is the scale I'm going to use from now on. And I'm not getting on any other one, even if they fix their scale where I've been weighing it. Nope. I'm going to stay on mine. And what it says, I'm going to go from there. So here we are. And that's what I want to talk about today is setbacks. We all have had them. I've had them through my short little journey this time because I've been on this journey before. But I've said before, this is the longest I have stayed on the course. We're talking about 6 months here now. We are halfway through this year, people. It has flown by. Oh, I cannot believe it. And I've stayed the course. Has it been easy every time? No, it has not been smooth sailing. It has been hard at times, and I've had some setbacks. But this is what I feel about setbacks, okay? What success story does not have failures? What true success? There is a fly. Not today, fly. Shoe fly, don't bother me. Sorry. What success story does not have failures? I took notes today because I could not remember everything that I wanted to say. I did even look up some stuff. I got fancy with it today because I think this is really important because this can make or break you. I want you to look at it like this, okay? If you get a flat tire on your car, just one flat tire. Okay, how many tires do we have on our cars? On a regular car? 4. Okay, you get one flat tire. Do we throw away the whole car and start all over with the car and trash it when just one flat tire, a brand new car, let's say, gets a flat tire? Do we slash the other tires? No. Do we replace all 4 tires just because one is flat or has got a nail in it? No. What do? We examine the situation, what the damage is, and we try to fix it. And we fix that one tire. And then what? It doesn't take that long. We get the tire put back on the car and you're ready to go. You're ready to rock and roll once again. That is a setback to me. So don't throw away the whole car from one little flat tire. Now that goes right along with our weight loss journey or anything in life, okay? Let's go back to this success story stuff. We hear success stories all the time about so many different people. I mean, one of the probably ones you'll name mostly, which came to my mind first off, was like Thomas Edison and stuff, okay? Or Albert Einstein or things like that. Do you think these people got everything right on the first try? No, they did not. I'm just going to name some here. Steven Spielberg, Thomas Edison, Walt Disney, Einstein, Abraham Lincoln, Jerry Seinfeld, Oprah, Stephen King, Vincent van Gogh. Okay? Edison was told by his teachers that he was too stupid to learn anything. boy, were they wrong about him, weren't they? Okay? Did that get him down? Obviously not. Walt Disney. Now, I don't know if there's any Disney fans out there, but I love Disney. I cannot imagine my life without the Mickey, without Disney World and all the Disney movies and the books and everything. Oh, I just love Disney in general. I do. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. Now, what if he would have took that one little setback that somebody planted in his mind and never created the Mickey? Ah! Walt Disney World, Disneyland, movies, on, etc. Brought magical moments into our life, through my whole childhood, into my whole life, now, to my grown-up years. Dr. Seuss, his first book was rejected 27 times by 27 different publishers. And he went on to sell 600 million copies. We all know Dr. Seuss. Come on. Elvis Presley was told at his first performance at the Grand Ole Opry to go back home to driving trucks because he ain't going nowhere, son. He's the king of rock and roll. Did these people allow? Imagine if they had. It would have changed the course of our history of things that we know. We cannot allow a few setbacks and a few, or people, naysayers, or anything. You know, they'll come in all shapes and forms in your life to try to distract you and get you off the course. And it can even be within your own self. I have been the big problem of my own little setbacks. Maybe when I have a little cheat meal or eat a little too much of something that I'm not supposed to, I beat myself up so bad sometimes. And like I've said on here before as well, I feel like I gained back my whole 50 pounds, which is not true. But if I continued to keep doing that the next day and the next day and the next day and keep prolonging it, then I would. And I would be hindering my own self because of one setback that I had. Here's a few things that I wrote down that I believe, for me, this is my opinion because of my experience. For me, this is what has helped me to get over my setbacks. And does it happen overnight sometimes? No, it doesn't. And sometimes it takes me a while to realize, and like I'm realizing more and more through this whole journey about myself. I said it a few weeks ago when, we had a little bit of family issues and trouble, and I had a setback. I had a little bit of a setback. It got me down, and it kind of ruined my whole week because I allowed it to. But I had to pick myself up, carry myself into the next week, and get over it and continue back on my journey, not allow it to sabotage what I've worked so hard at doing here by losing my weight. But I'm learning more and more about myself through these setbacks. I feel if you don't have some setbacks, because they're not all bad, setbacks can be good. These failures is where we learn. If we have just total success from the beginning, what have we really learned from ourselves? What do we really learn? I feel like some of those ones that I listed, I bet when Walt Disney was told that, it just like lit a fire up under him. And it drives us, it makes us do harder and say, I'm better than that. And I'm going to show them what I can do. It is just like empowers. So that's how we need to change our mind. And I'm talking to myself here of how we look at setbacks. Let it fuel our fire. Let it empower you and put a drive within you to show them, watch. Look what I can do. Look what I can achieve. Look at the strength that I have within me to conquer this. Oh, gets me going. All right, here are some things I feel that I've wrote down that has helped me get over setbacks. And I call it the 4 S's. Okay, number 1, survey the damage. Okay? Facing consequences can be tough when we have a setback. We would rather not. We don't want to face it. I found myself when I have a few setbacks or something's happened, I want to Oh, you want to lie about it. Let's just be real. You want to lie and be like, no, oh, it's going all good. You know, I didn't eat that cake when you ate the whole thing, or you ate too many pieces than you should have. Yeah. We need to face it head on. Not facing the truth only prolongs the process and makes us fall further and further behind. And that's been my problem in the past. When I've had these setbacks, or things weren't going the way I was, or I'm on a plateau, or the numbers aren't changing on the scale, or, you know, the list goes on and on and on, it pushes me further and further away from my goal. And then it becomes where I'm not going after it like I used to. So the quicker we face it and survey the damage and get over the damage, fix the one flat tire so the car can run again, then we can carry back on again, once again. Okay? Number 2, stop dwelling. You can't count yesterday's calories. That's a big one. Oh my gosh, I find myself doing that all the time. Stop dwelling on what happened yesterday or last night. New day, let's restart. Press again the button. Wish we had an easy button, right? Restart, and let's go move forward. Just like me with this scale this week. I've thought about it all week. Like, oh no, what if it says 300 again when I have to get on here? When in reality, I did lose weight this week. I don't know about last week. You know, I just have to restart because I didn't do what I was supposed to. I didn't buy the scale. So I've had this scale situation. So I've just changed that, and we start again, even though my numbers are going to be lower on there of what I've lost. That's okay. I'm going to stop dwelling on it, and I'm going to move forward. Right away, stop dwelling on the setback and learn from it. Just like I said, we learn from this setback. Don't make things worse. Oh, no matter how bad it is, it could get worse. Don't fall further. Because what? A cheat day turns into cheat days to a cheat week. And before you know it, you're back at square one again. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to go back. Don't go back. You know, I look at it as, you know, and well, this is with the moving forward. I'll save that comment for later. Number 3, set new goals. Stop looking at the big picture. I do this too. Instead of looking at the 100 pounds I have to lose, how about just break it down and focus on like smaller goals? Make smaller goals, like the next 5 pounds I have to lose. And see, that's what I've done in my journal. Like, my big goal, well, of course, was to lose the 50 pounds. And then was to get under 300 pounds. Next, of course, is to lose another 50 pounds. But I am just trying to get out of like the 290s. I look at it that way in my mind. Okay, I can't wait to get into the 280s. Then the 270s. Go 5 pounds at a time or 10 pounds at a time. Don't look at it above, oh no, I got another year of this or more because I have to lose another 100 pounds. Because it becomes overwhelming. So set a new goal. Focus on the 5 pounds right now. Look at ways to get back on track. Lose the next 5 pounds or the next 10 pounds and start to rebuild on that. And a goal can move you past a setback. It really can. It's worked every time for me. That's how I got over my humpty bump. That's how I got over it. It's really true. Okay, number 4. Here's the point I was going to make earlier. Start moving forward. Forward, not backward. Can you imagine if when we're driving the car, I'm using the car today as an analogy like crazy, I tell you. If we're driving a car and we only look in the rearview mirror, are we going to get very far? No, we're going to crash, we're going to wreck, we're going to kill somebody, we're going to kill ourselves. We can't move in the vehicle with looking in the rearview mirror, the rearview mirror, and expect to get anywhere. It's only going to cause chaos, and it's only going to have you to crash and burn. So keep moving forward. Just like I said, don't count yesterday's calories. Yesterday's done. Yesterday is gone. Today is a new day. And here's a big one. And I think a lot of people who are on this type of journey for weight loss, we struggle with this problem. And sometimes I feel like we don't talk about it as much. I have conquered it in little bits and little bits throughout my whole life. And I'm finally coming to a place where I love myself. Yes, that's a big one. Learning to forgive ourselves and learning to love ourselves. That is totally how we can move forward. When we start loving ourselves, there's no telling what you can do. So we've got to learn to love ourselves. I think too with this journey, especially with losing weight, we make promises to ourselves and then we break them all the time. So what does that do to ourselves? What happens when your loved one makes a promise to you and they keep breaking them and they do it over and over and over? I know we're humans and we do that anyhow. Everybody does. But when you keep doing it, are you going to trust that person? No. I'm the type of person when someone burns the bridge with me and burns their friendship, it's really hard for me to look at them different. Look at them the same after something like that has happened. That's where forgiveness comes into play really, really big. We have to learn to forgive, and we have to learn to do that with ourselves. Because when we make promises to ourselves, I'm going to start my diet on Monday, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then we don't do it, how can we trust our own selves? And then how can we move forward? So we have to learn to forgive our own self, and we have to learn to love our own selves. And love this body that we're in, that God created us to be who we are. And He wants us to be better. He wants our temple to become better. And that's what this journey is all about for me. I'm telling you, it's to learn to love myself. And then when you learn to love yourself, you can love others so much easier. It just will start to radiate off of you. And then you can move forward in your goals, in whatever it is you're trying to conquer. So the 4 S's, don't forget them. Survey the damage. Stop dwelling. Set new goals and start moving forward. It's as easy as that. It really, really is. And we can have self-healing through that. And you will achieve. You will achieve. Every time you say we have a setback or something, it sounds like such a dirty word or that it's something so bad. But really start looking at it as, what can I learn from this? What am I learning about myself through this? And how I get through it, how I get over it. And I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, because I'm telling you, it is a process of healing to stop this type of addiction, a food addiction. Let's just call it what it is. This is what it is. This is why I'm here. This is why I'm here, to overcome food addiction. Hi, my name is Renee. I'm a food addict. It's really true. And when we really start to admit that and know that's what I'm dealing with, this is who I am, and I want to get over this, and then boy, the healing begins. The healing begins. This teaching I have needed today. This has been on my heart and my mind all week, and I've been writing in this sucker like crazy because I wanted to share that. Okay, I think that's all I had today. I wanted to talk about the setbacks and loving yourself. I love you guys so much. Meeting so many of you, and I tried to go on live the other day, and I had success. At first I had no volume, and y'all could see me, and then I couldn't hear your chat or see your chats, and then I fixed all that. So this is what I'm going to do. Here it comes. Because as you can see, I am over 200 subscribers. And I have to shout out to Kathy, Totally Kathy. If you have not checked out her channel, shame on you. Go check her channel out right now. Well, after I say what I'm saying, go check her out because she's awesome. She's on a weight loss journey too. She's very inspiring, very sweet lady. So please go check her out. You will love her. And I did an interview. Well, she interviewed me on her channel just Tuesday. It was uploaded, or Monday night, one of those, or Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know. One of those days. See how good I know. So if you will go to Totally Kathy, and I will try to put that link in this. I do have a laptop now where I can put the link in. It's really hard to do that on your cell phone. That's what I've been using. So, but if you'll type in Totally Kathy and go to her page, subscribe to her first, and then look up the Really Renee interview. You will enjoy that. Probably find out some things about me that you did not know. So, but I did get 200 subscribers, and I have to thank her for that, because that, when everyone saw that interview, then several came over from her channel and subscribed to me. So welcome, new subscribers. Thank you so much. So I am going to do another giveaway. And I am going to upload the giveaway this weekend. That will not be live, because that's just too much. I will upload that this weekend, and I will say down in the subscription box the rules for the contest of what you have to do, and that will run for a week. And then I will go live with the winner. I'll have a live, and I'll make sure you know when I do the giveaway what time the giveaway will be, and when I will be going live. Okay? So that's fun. And find me over at Instagram and Facebook as well. Love to have you there. Sometimes I need to write on there a little more than I do, but I will get better at that. All right, everyone. I love you so much. Learn to love yourselves, because you're worth it. You are worth it. All right, everyone. Be blessed. See ya soon. Bye-bye. I'm worth it. Burn, burn, I'm worth it. I don't know the rest of the words of that song. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Burn, burn, burn. Me, I'm worth it. I don't even know the rest of the song. I'm worth it. Shoot. Oh my. Me, I'm worth it. Shoot. She worth it. Look. Me, I'm worth it. Ooh. I'm worth it. Rose is gonna be like, Mommy, why are you playing with my toys? Because they're fabulous. Look at her. I want to be a unicorn. This is an ice cream cone. Look at this hair. Yeah. I think it's time for me to play with the Barbie Dream House. Bye-bye.